Hey folks, this is Wistful Deal here, and this evening there's something I've been wanting to discuss and talk about. I know I'm in my work uniform. This is what I pretty much look like here, and I decided to bother not to go ahead and change real quick or anything because I want to discuss this, and I just got back from work or whatever. But anyway, I want to talk mainly about the channel and how it's not doing so spicy like it used to. I remembered, cause I remembered back when J-Mix or whatever, right? James E. Life or Jamie, my main best friend that you folks know for a while, that you all come to and everything. When he first gave me the shout out, excuse me, I was getting so many of you folks. Like, I was getting the hundreds by day, and it was freaking insane. That has slowly died down to kind of a halt, I would say, and stop, which is fine. Now I get at least 10 to 20 of you folks come in at least, within a day or two, which is fine. The views are doing okay. But well, actually not really the views so much, because I noticed that whenever I do the AUs or different kinds of content or whatever, you folks barely have interest in seeing it or whatever. Now, I'm not trying to say that you folks need to watch my content or whatever, but I feel like I put effort into these, I put time into these and everything, and now I'm not the greatest YouTuber, okay? I know some of you folks say I am, but I'm really not, okay? Go to JMix or Jamie, whatever, okay? They're the freaking greatest, and whatnot, and many other YouTubers and stuff. But it just feels like I put in effort, and you folks don't care so much about my content. It feels like you folks just don't. I'm not saying all of you folks when I say you folks, I don't mean like every one of you, but it just seems like the majority of you folks just don't give two shits or anything. And I do have an AU for tonight. It's a short one, but I do plan on one, and I just feel like you folks don't care that much, and I'm trying to put effort in. I'm trying hard to keep you guys entertained and everything, but it just seems like the AUs aren't really enough anymore, and the other different content and stuff and everything. And I'm trying to get as much AUs done as I can because I know it's eventually gonna die down. But I feel like we're already at a roadblock point. I'm not saying I don't get any views. I at least get like 1,000, but that's only like within a day and a half or so. And I'm not trying to sound like you folks need to watch my videos or anything. I'm not gonna push you guys. You folks enjoy what you enjoy, right? And if you folks aren't as interested in content so much, that's perfectly fine. It really is. No one should ever be forced to watch content just because your YouTuber makes it. I've enjoyed content from YouTubers that I enjoy watching and everything, but I haven't watched them in a minute or so, so it's fine. But it is just kind of discouraging when I look over and I just barely see, I still get comments, I still get likes, which is nice, but it just feels like you folks just aren't interested in my content or whatever. And I still have plans. I still want to upload it and everything, but I don't want to upload it if you folks aren't gonna watch it. If you folks aren't interested in it or whatever. I've had this channel for freaking God, going on 11 years now, 10 or so freaking years. I've had this channel for a damn long ass time, a long ass time. And it finally feels good to have some form of audience after all this time, but it just. I honestly feel like, I don't know what you guys feel on it, but with me, genuinely, this is just my opinion, my view, but I generally feel like you folks aren't interested in me so much anymore because I'm just a carbon copy of James E. Life, and I am trying hard not to be that way. That's why I do different not only different AUs and different that he does, or outside horror AUs or gameplays and stuff. I try to keep you folks entertained and stuff, but I also try to branch out and have things different and separate and everything, because the last thing I want to be is a carbon copy, but I really feel like I am. Speaking of which, the one that we're going to be looking at later tonight is the one that he did as well. But my whole point is that I'm I'm trying here to keep you folks entertained, and it just doesn't seem to be enough. I'm glad there's at least, and I'm not saying all of you. I know there's some of you folks that do watch, that still enjoying my content and still love me and everything, and I appreciate that. But clearly the fire's burning now. I feel like the campfire's now a candle or two, and eventually that's just gonna die down and die out. And I still have a lot of plans for this channel here. I still have uploads I've been meaning to get to. I still have stuff I want to get done and everything, a project or two. There's some stuff I want to get done and share with the world, and I want you folks to be able to see it, if you're interested, that is. You don't have to be interested, but it's just nice in a sense, to have that kind of feedback, to have that kind of, you know, not really confirm, but it's kind of a treat in a sense as a creator to have its audience, look back, and give feedback. And I do appreciate some of you folks, I really do. But overall, I just feel like you folks just aren't interested in me. And I feel like my channel is eventually gonna die down. I may still get subscribers here and there. I may get some views, but I feel like I'm entering right back to square one again, where I just upload and no one really gives a shit or two about whatever content I make, even if you folks are interested or not. But yeah. Anyway, this is just something I want to discuss and talk about. I want to get my feelings across because it's been happening for the past few days and everything, and I feel like nothing's gonna really change too much even after this. But it's something I figured to go ahead and bring up. Like I said, I definitely plan on an AU, and even though James already did it, it's still something I'm gonna look towards and everything. They don't mind if I look at the AUs they looked at, and I don't mind if they look at the AUs that I've done. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about this and kind of share my thoughts on this whole thing and everything. So, yeah. So anyway, with all that being said, thank you folks so much for watching, and I'll see you all sooner or later. Bye bye.